Okay, here's what the demo is. It's called tangential turning. And the thing about this, a circle is 360 degrees. But when you do this, left. I mean, you use left. These pieces are cut 4.5 degrees on each side, so nine. That means you should use over 40 pieces. This has 32 in it.
Roger, we're getting a pretty bad echo. I don't know if there's something you could do to fix that.
The only thing I can do is shut the other one off. Okay, is that better?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Way better.
Okay. So anyway, if anybody wants the instructions on how to do it, I have them all printed.
You said 32 instead of 40, Roger.
What's that?
You said 32 instead of 40. Can you go over that again?
Well, because the way you twist the piece, you lose, you make up the space by the twist.
Hmm.
And you'll see it as I put it together.
Okay.
I'll start sharing the screen. And okay, I've laminated a board up that is big enough to do my exercise or the piece. And one of the problem or one mistake I made, and I didn't think about it, is my pieces of walnut are different thicknesses. So as I cut it out, I can't flip it. So that's why there's spaces on that piece that are just, it looks funny. And it's because I used some of the wrong pieces. So anyway, here I am cutting them out. Like I say, the saw is set at 4.5 degrees. Now I'm cutting them to the length that I want them. Okay, now I need to cut veneer to the right size so I can glue a piece of veneer to each one of these pieces. I noticed my hands shake a lot more than they used to when I was younger.
Roger, what's the thickness of the slices?
The thickness of the veneer
Yeah.
is probably a 32nd of an inch.
And so another question is what kind of what type of veneer?
Okay, now we're going to glue. It's a black poplar. It's
Okay.
poplar that's been dyed black.
Okay.
Putting the glue on these pieces, I thought the little roller would work better. Before I've used just a little spatula. It took forever. This is a lot quicker with the little roller. I have wax paper that I use. So when I clamp it all together, I put like 4 pieces together in the wax paper and then put a spring clamp on it and let it dry. Thing is, the veneer without the pressure on it will start warping, twisting. Sorry about that.
What kind of glue are you using, Rods?
It's regular Type Bond 1.
Type Bond
Okay,
Original.
there's four
Yeah.
glued together.
There's a question: does one clamp give enough equal pressure across the length of the glue up?
Yeah, it seems to be fine. These pieces are only 6 inches long.
What's the thickness on there? Six inches by what?
Well, about a 1/4 inch at the
Quarter inch
widest part at the bottom.
at the what? Okay. Yeah. Hopefully that answers the question.
Some of the plans I found online shows that, doing different, but in a lot bigger pieces, wider pieces. But this is what the plans that I have is from when I was taking class. And it's the only way that I've done the tangential ones. So it's something probably the majority of people haven't seen done. So I thought it'd be something good for a demo.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's 8 glued. Okay, now I'm
Whoa.
going to do the glue up, and this is a slow set epoxy. It takes about 12 hours at least for it to tack, but that gives me plenty of time to get it all mixed together and get the um, pieces covered. Like I say, this is a slow set epoxy. It's T88. It's 12-hour cure time. So I have plenty of time to work with it. And I speeded it up here too. I can't work that fast.
I can't either, Roger, but I can screw up that fast.
Yeah, I know, right? Never have an issue screwing it up quickly.
That's just a rubber band I have there. It actually gets glued in, and I just turn it off when I'm done. As you can see, the jig that I've got there beside where I'm working, there's a cone at the bottom. You need to have 2 cones to make the twist properly. I've got different size cones, and
Huh. This is pretty neat.
thank goodness for wax paper, because I make a mess with this stuff.
Right.
And I dropped a piece.
Roger, question was, what kind of epoxy is that again?
System 3, T88.
Okay. Thank you.
It's funny, it looks like I'm almost out of epoxy. And when I'm done, there's still a 1/4 inch left in the bottom of that little container. Sorry about getting my head in the way there. Messed the focus up on the. Now you can see everything now fits together tight.
Huh?
I started to put the nut on, then I decided that's too far to thread, so I put a couple more spacers on it. All these pieces are covered with packing tape. So the silicone or the epoxy doesn't stick to it. Wrong clamp. The clamp's only there to keep things tight around. It doesn't need to be there for glue up.
Okay, now we need to let it set. Okay, here it is all glued up.
This is after it's set for 16 hours.
It's been setting for about 16 hours since I glued it. I'll take it off here and get it on the lathe. Okay, now I'm going to glue this with hot melt glue to this board here so I can start turning it. I've got my live center here where I can just come to the inside, hold everything straight, and start filling it with glue.
That'll take a couple of sticks.
Yeah, it did. I put a lot more glue than I really needed, but I'd rather be safe.
Right?
There's one brand of glue that didn't work well with my machine. It wouldn't stick to it.
Hmm. What's the angle of your cone at the top there?
What's the angle? I don't know, whatever it is.
Question asked, question answered. Doesn't matter.
And now I'm going to turn it, start making the shape of the vessel. And I just turn through the rubber band. Sorry about my head face shield there getting in the way, but I'm still trying to learn my camera
That's
angle.
all right. Roger, how do you figure out what thickness and angle you need for a specific size?
What's that?
How do you figure out what thickness and angle for a specific size?
The angle, whatever it fits. I mean, you sort of see it as you
Trial by
put it
error?
there.
We'll come back to it after this
All
video.
right. As you see, as I'm turning, I'm getting in the different layers to see the different colors of wood.
I'll move the camera so we can see the working on the bottom here. I've got a flat neck with it.
This will have a floating bottom in it. My parting tool needed to be sharpened.
I think you got away with one on that.
What's that?
I think you got away with one on that one. Cutting it out for the floating bottom now.
Well, I'm trying to make a recess to be able to hook it to a chuck.
Okay.
Problem is my chuck is 2 inch or 4 inch. 2 inch is too small and 4 inches is a bit big. Then I check and it's still not quite big enough for my chuck. So I gotta take a little more off of it. Didn't realize I left this much spare time in it.
I love the randomness of this.
Yes. If you see, there's 4 pieces that are different,
You're right.
and that's from me not using the same thickness of walnut when I veneered it or laminated pieces together.
Oh. That makes sense.
I didn't think about it until I was starting to glue it together, and it's something didn't look right.
Still looks great.
Had to round that corner off a little bit. It was sharp.
I think the randomness adds to the feather effect. Ah,
That's where I found out that my jaws still don't fit. So I have to make it bigger, the recess bigger.
You lost your calipers, didn't you?
No, it was just easier to use the chuck.
Uh,
That's why I have that little orange doohickey on my tailstock.
I still need to make one of those. Or 4.
Don't forget to paint them orange or red, Billy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even then, I'm not sure I'd find them in the savings.
You don't forget the little magnet deal.
Yep, grade.
Now this is where I'm cutting off the hot melt glue. That's a pain.
Hot melt glue just gets all over everything.
Paul would have saw that hot melt glue in a heartbeat.
It'll dissolve with alcohol in just a few minutes.
Does it?
Yes. Then you can just peel it right off.
I don't turn real aggressive on these. It's not held on real, I mean, it's safe the way it is. But one of the reasons I'm doing light cuts on it. I need to mount my camera lower. I'm also running this recording twice as fast as it should be.
Okay, I need to glue together a ring that will retain the floating bottom into the vessel. Wipe off a little of the extra glue and we'll let it dry and we'll use it in a little bit.
I didn't show it, but that floating bottom is just held in with a couple dots of CA glue. It's not glued in solid. I guess I hadn't glued it in yet. I just was holding it in by force.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I screwed up on my recording.
that'll be our floating bottom. Got it recessed in well enough that
Sorry about that.
glue it in, then I'll trim it down to the right size.
Oh, good.
I need to have the inside partially turned so I know how deep I need to put that bottom in.
Okay, we'll flatten this ring.
Somehow my camera got twisted. And I messed up.
Okay, that's too loose. I'll So I'll have to trim it off and make it better.
Have to make sure it's flat so it glues up well. Still too tight.
Okay, it's so close now, I'm gonna probably just sand it.
Okay, now I've got it glued on.
Okay, I'll do a little bit more work on the inside now. Had to change tool rest. I didn't have enough support down on the bottom.
My tool rest slipped and put a groove in it.
Okay, do a little sanding on the inside here now.
And remember, I'm playing this video twice speed is what it's supposed to be. I'm only sanding with the lathe running about 300 RPM. Have I got everybody completely lost now?
No, I think everybody is mesmerized.
I'm pretty sure we've all sanded before too.
So I sanded to 400.
Okay, we'll spray a little bit of lacquer in it.
Makes it come alive.
Wow, that's pretty.
And we'll let that dry, and then I'll finish the bottom off. Okay, now we need to take off what we don't need on the bottom.
I had to true the inside of the ring up to get rid of the glue joint. Uh, Make it look more uniform.
Okay, we've got it turned on the bottom now. All I have to do is sand it and put a finish on it. Okay, we'll sand it. great. We'll spray some lacquer on it. We'll be finished.
Look at that.
Okay, we'll let it dry. And that'll be it.
All right, that was it.
Great
How
demo.
about that? How about that? So we have,
Very nice.
Great.
so we have a
That
question.
was that was inspiring. That was inspiring.
Very much.
I was glued to the screen watching glue dry.
So
So one of the questions we wanted to come back to was what thickness and angle you need. How do you figure out what thickness and angle for a specific size? So
I
I
don't know,
guess,
I
you
just
know,
do it. I mean, there's no angle control to it. I cut the wedges at, like I say, 4.5 degrees because that's what was our instructor told us.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Oh,
That part we got.
So when
And
you,
then
what-
so every time you moved your next cut, you on the table saw, it was a 1/4 inch in, 1/4 inch in, 1/4 inch in. Is that what you're saying?
pretty much so,
That
yeah.
was my question. Okay.
but my
Okay.
question for you is, did you flip the wood?
Yes, you flip it.
That was
That's
my,
where I made the mistake because I didn't have the pieces. If you look, one strip of walnut is
Is different.
narrow,
Right.
so that's why you've got this white or this line here.
Yes. Okay.
Those are the 4 wrong pieces.
So
Only you know that.
Makes a great feature.
Right.
Only you know that, Roger.
How do you get 4 wrong pieces? All the
Here's one
pieces-
I did, one of them that I did in class. This was the first one. It's solid wood and it has 3 strips of veneer. There's a maple and then the black and then another maple and then the mahogany wood.
yeah, that was neat. That's beautiful.
Huh.
So it all depends what you like. I wanted more colors, combinations.
Yeah, so that's what you get from experimenting.
Yep,
So you have 40 pieces, right?
32 pieces.
That's interesting. 40,
Yeah,
if it's
I-
9 degrees and divided into 360, you get 40.
That's,
Yeah,
I did the- I
that's-
did the
that's
ma-
where it's going.
I did the math too, Jim. I hear you.
Right. That's why I couldn't understand it.
So you must be losing it in the twist.
You're losing it in the twist.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I noticed that all of your pieces, like this is a design question, all the pieces have fairly regular sides. With that kind of color effort, it seems like it would make sense to put more beads and stuff in to to get more interesting color changes.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
However you want. I mean, when I did the first one, I just did it with black veneer. It was all
Yeah.
maple with black veneer. And the instructor says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I want something different." So then I did that one, and I don't have that bowl anymore. It was actually given away as a gift. So then I did this one, and he said he sort of liked it because it was, real uniform. So
So
I thought, it's time you guys learned to do something like this.
Right?
And
I'm
if
thrust
anybody
fire.
wants
Interesting.
printed
Interesting. I'm
instructions,
assuming that you'll PDF that and send it to Dave for the website.
yeah, it's already,
It's already on.
Already on the
Awesome.
website.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, Roger,
yes,
the wedge that you put in the top of the bowl when you was going to let the epoxy dry.
yeah.
I'm hoping I'm asking the right question, but the further you screw that nut down and the further that you push that wedge down in the bowl would actually make it a wider bowl, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, did you have a wedge as an opposite cone in the base?
Yes.
Okay.
And the angle of that cone, either one of the cones, makes no difference in the
No.
outcome.
Now, what did you use as a center post to hold the cones together?
All
I got a
thread.
bolt through it. In a second. Okay, here's my starting jig. Got a bolt comes up. I've got my cone at the bottom.
Okay.
You slide the piece over with the glue on it, put a clamp around the bottom, and then you use these. I've got
Got it.
different size, bigger.
And you
down
stack
to the
up how you want it to look, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, very interesting.
How big is the cone at the bottom?
inch and a half at the bottom, probably an inch on the top.
I'll tell you what, Roger, you have a lot of insurance that glue is going to stay together. To me,
Well,
that was a white knuckle ride through the whole thing.
Using the epoxy as a slow set epoxy, you don't worry about it. I mean,
It's stronger. It's stronger than the wood.
That's right.
When I heard you say you were going to put a recess, I said, "Oh my God!"
Now, the thin part that you use, it's like a little pedestal.
Yeah,
That's just caused by
Hold on.
turning into the thinner wood. Is that right? Or the twist?
the twist.
Well, no. What I'm talking about is, you've got your pedestal. In the thin part of your pedestal,
Yeah,
is that just caused from turning, or is it caused by twisting, or is it both?
it's both.
Okay. All right. I got it. How wide are the strips? Not how thick are they? How wide?
These are.
How
This one's 6 inches.
about 10 o'clock?
Okay. So I'm talking about the thickness from the 4 pieces laminated together. Is that always the same?
There's 5 pieces laminated.
Right. The side pieces laminated
What's the width?
together, how wide?
So it's 6 by a quarter by.
You can make these whatever size you want them.
But that. Oh,
What
I
is
got.
that piece there? Inch and a half?
I got you. No, it's just based on a 4.5 degree on each side. It's a combination 9 degree. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and the point that Jim was making is that if you do the math, it comes out to 40 pieces.
Right,
That's
But
right.
Roger's only putting 32 in, and you lose those extra 8 pieces by twisting it because things are overlapping.
Well, yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah,
What I was saying is that the width of the laminated pieces is based on the thickness on the bottom. Right?
well, like I said, you can make, if you make this wider,
Uh-huh.
it would be thicker here. And
Well-
you make a larger diameter.
That's
Bowl.
that's what my question was.
Yeah.
So
You
thank
make-
you.
You make that piece thicker so that you can get that concave or that OG effect in the bowl. So you got enough wood
Yeah.
to make that happen. It's not a known
Yeah.
factor though. You don't you make the blank and you turn the bowl to the blank, not you don't make a blank to fit the size bowl you want.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, Jim. Thank you.
So here's the piece of veneer.
Yep.
You'd glue it on there. So I've got a bunch of these pieces left over. And I've got a bunch of pieces like this left over.
You're gonna mix
And
them,
I've
aren't
got some of the maple with the black veneer. So I think I'm going to take the pieces and put it together. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do it in thirds or have it in 33 pieces and do one, mix it all the way around.
That would be fun.
It kind of give you a kind of a checkerboard kind of thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
But
it'd be
it's
different.
But it's going to be elongated when you clip through it while turning it. It'll be fascinating, that's for sure.
I'm definitely going to watch this again.
So anybody that wants the printed directions, email me, Roger Wollam at Yahoo, and I'll send them to you.
Very cool.
Roger, it was a
Gives
very
lot to think about.
enjoyable evening. Very enjoyable.
So
It was a very enjoyable evening.
Thank you
And
very
it's
much.
not over, and it's not over yet. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Roger.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was great.
Great demo, Roger.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to find things that aren't normally seen for my demo.
You're doing
That
doing
was
a great
one of
job
them.
of it.
That was
You've
one of them.
succeeded. Yep.
That's
That is just neat.
Now I have to figure out how to steal from you.
No problem. Steal all you want.
No, I know. I have to figure out how I would do something like that. That was
If you-
good.
If you cut that blank corner to corner and laminate them, you can make instead of flat stripes, you could make stripes at an angle. You'd have a hard time making them come together at the end. No, you could. That'd be really neat. They would progress.
Yeah.
It would. And it'd be worth doing, and I can see the wheels turning in your head already, Jim.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not doing it.
Uh-huh.
Jim, you make those
Interesting.
pieces and cut them at a 40 from corner to corner, like you did with the wood about a week ago.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's what he's
beautiful.
talking about.
I got Jim thinking now.
Never mind. He ain't doing it.
There's a couple of us thinking now. Got a couple of us thinking now.
I ain't doing it. I got too much to do.
No, you don't.
While you're waiting for glue to dry, you can make some more glue to dry.
I'll tell you, I use that 24-hour T88 System 3 a lot. You
Yeah,
start
System
making
3 is good
50
stuff.
pens or something, you can glue them all together and throw them in a corner, and the next day they're all ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't believe Jim at all. Within a month, we'll see his version.
You ain't gonna see it. No, I got the. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. We'll see your version sometime between now and Christmas, Jim.
So, okay, again, now what are you talking about cutting from corner to corner?
Instead of the strip that he's cutting on the table saw, once
Right.
you glue it all up, You set it on end and cut it corner to corner and glue the bottom to the other side, and you got slanted stripes, and then you cut it into wedges.
Mhm.
All right. I'll tell you what, Roger, it was very enjoyable.
I just hope somebody tries it.
Hope to meet you.
Sure they will.
Meet you up in Wisconsin. Where we go? Wisconsin. I hope we go. Hope to like to meet you there for sure.
Roger's going to be there.
That's
You're
what I'm
going to be
saying.
teaching segmenting.
I hope I get there.
Yeah.